A woman says her brake pad problems kept getting worse despite paying hundreds of dollars to have them replaced at a local shop. And after shelling out hundreds more to get that issue fixed, she was left waiting for a refund. So to get a solution, she decided to give KENS 5 a call. Here's Andrew Moore.
Rona Cardwell says her brakes got progressively worse after she spent nearly $400 at a brake check getting her brake pads replaced. She then had to spend another $500 to get the problem corrected. After fighting for a month to get her money back, she called KENS 5.
I picked up the car when they were done, and as I'm driving, pressing on the brakes, I noticed the car started shaking.
Rona Cardwell went to this brake check to have her pads replaced and says she immediately had problems afterwards. She said she took the vehicle back 2 days later and the business insisted the brakes were fine, but Cardwell says they only got worse.
I'm swerving when I brake, I'm going off the road into the ditch, I'm feeling stressed, about to cry sometimes because it's like I had no control when it came time to try to stop.
Cardwell then took the car to Mercedes-Benz of Bernie, and according to their service report, they found, quote, aftermarket pads installed wrong. Technicians also wrote, found vehicle pulling hard right when braking, and inspected brakes and found right side brake pads installed on opposite sides.
They said, we can't have you come get your car and drive because it's unsafe. We have to keep your car and we have to fix this problem.
The report further says the dealership then installed the brake pads properly and the car stopped pulling to the right. Cardwell was thankful the Mercedes-Benz dealership fixed it, but she was furious at brake check.
Had he checked like I asked him to check the wheels and the brakes, none of this would have happened.
Cardwell then asked for a refund and texted brake check proof of what had happened. Still, after spending at least a month making calls, her money had not come back.
So that's when I said, I'm going to call KENS 5.
So KENS 5 contacted brake check and informed them we were doing a story. Brake check VP of People and Culture, Janelle Plummer, called Cardwell personally and offered to pay her back for both the original brake check invoice and the repairs at the dealership. 4 days later, the check arrived in the mail.
At first, I was surprised because it had been so long and everyone had promised me over and over after so many weeks.
Brake Check also released a statement saying, in part, we sincerely apologize to Mrs. Cardwell for not living up to our motto, we do it right. We had a service mistake that unfortunately was compounded by our miscommunication internally. Before we were contacted by KENS 5, Mrs. Cardwell's refund was approved and in process. Cardwell says she was promised a refund several times in the last month, but the check didn't get sent until she called KENS 5.
KENS 5 helped. Without you, this would not have happened.
And KENS 5 also asked Brake Check what they would do to keep this from happening again. They said, quote, we will use this experience to better our internal processes. For Call KENS, Andrew Moore, KENS 5.
Pretty good deal. Got her brakes fixed and her money back. Now, if you have an issue you can't seem to get resolved, give us a call, 210-470-KENS. Or head to KENS5.com/call KENS. We have a form on there where you can tell us whatever the problem is. Make sure you include your phone number and we'll give you a call, see if maybe we can't help you out.
Yeah, good job, Andrew. That's awesome.
Yeah, did well there.
Yeah, very nice. Another happy viewer.
Well, we don't want to put any brake on the weather. We want it to rain.
No.